YouTube, we are back in it for another one. Wasn't really planning on making a video today. Had a bit of a long day, and we got the Leafs and Panthers game 1 tonight. So you guys already know I'm gonna be all over that shit. So I wasn't really planning on making a video today, but I feel like I gotta make just a quick video and talk about this leak real quick from the Ghost of Cope. Now, I put up a community post on this yesterday just because I didn't think I was gonna get around to making a video on this. I feel like we gotta talk about this shit, man. So Black Ops 7 will reportedly have more seasonal, limited time modes, and some of them would be considered higher value with unique rewards and different game mechanics / modes. But the only way to play the limited time modes will be to have the battle pass, unlike how it currently is free for everyone. And Activision, man, it's Microsoft too, but it's Activision in the cheese, man. We've been dealing with this shit for so long. You know, it all started in Black Ops 2. They dropped those little $2 camo packs. You guys remember them with the calling cards? Like, you didn't get much in there, but you got a dope camo for $2. It is what it is. And then we went with the supply drops, and they went crazy with that for a few years until they were forced to stop doing that. And then we had a mix of everything with Black Ops 4. And since 2019, they've been going with the battle passes and the bundles, and everything's been getting worse. Now we have event passes. Now we have more expensive bundles, more cringier bundles that completely break the immersion of the game. And I can't be the only one that thinks that when we had paid map packs in Call of Duty, we got better quality. We just did. It's objectively, irrefutably, nobody can dispute that. We got better maps as DLC when we had to pay for them. And that's all we had to pay extra for, man. You wanted to complete the game, you bought the game for full price like we already do, and you bought yourself the season pass. That's it. You had everything in the game. But I'm just wondering, looking at this right now, and this is the direction they're planning on going, because this is something that Destiny does too, and I'm not okay with it over there. I will say that Destiny does it better than Call of Duty probably would. Like, the game modes to Destiny, they're actually kind of ass. Well, most of the time they're ass lately, because Destiny's just been going downhill. But they're still the limited time modes over there are still way better than anything Call of Duty's going to give us. The rewards are better, and it is a free to play game now too. So it's not a true comparison anymore. Yeah, they drop DLCs that cost, like, you know, almost the price of a full price game like Call of Duty. But I mean, like, a couple of Black Cell battle passes, a few bundles over here in Call of Duty, you paid for the DLC over there in Destiny. Like, it's just wild what gaming has come to. And we're looking at this, and all I'm wondering is, where do we go from here? It's just degeneratively getting worse with this company, with this franchise. They are monetizing everything they can. And before somebody jumps in the comment section, oh, you haven't played COD Mobile, man. Yes, I have played COD Mobile. It's also a mobile game that's completely free to play. We are talking about a full price premium title on console, on PC. So, I mean, I don't know what you're trying to prove with that comment or whatever. I'm making the point that this shit is unacceptable. How far is it going to go? And when is it going to stop? Because a line needs to be drawn here, people. Like, we can't all be fanboys bending over for the TV, pressing our butt cheeks firmly up against the screen with no loot for Daddy Activision. Like, we can't be like these people. Nobody wants to be like these people. These people stink. They smell like shit. They're nerds. Basement-dwelling virgins. Nobody wants to be like them out here soldiering for a video game they barely even play because they're on the socials defending the multi-billion-dollar company every hour of the day. Like, they don't even play the game they soldier for. They're just testing us, man. They're testing us to see how far they can go with it. That threshold, that breaking point for the community before they get all the backlash from everybody, because nothing else is going to change. It says here that they might take out the premium event track. They're just going to replace that with something else. And you know, the bundles are just going to get worse. They're going to go up in price. They're going to get more cringier, and there's going to be more of them. Nothing else changes. The prices, the full price of the next Call of Duty is probably going to be more than we've been paying. So it's like you're paying more for everything. And I'm just wondering what's coming next. What do we get next? Because they like to test things out with Treyarch games as well too, right? So they might do this in Black Ops 7 as well, Call of Duty 2025. Are we going to get like a premium Black Cell Battle Pass, they're going to give us another one of those. It's like $50 on top of the $30, on top of the price of the regular Battle Pass. They're going to start renting out guns. So let's say you buy the game for full price. You don't have access to any of the guns, but like $5 will give you like a week or 10 days with this specific weapon. You unlock all the attachments right away. You pay your $5 and that's it. You can use the gun and you're good to go. Are they going to start charging us for each individual digital bullet fired in the game? So like you go and you play the game and you shoot all those bullets. Like you shoot like 200 bullets and then they send you a bill on your screen. It just pops up on your screen like you got to pay X amount of dollars before you can play your next match. And you're basically like suspended until you pay that price for all those bullets you fired in the game before. Like there's no end to what Activision is capable of. If you question that, you're a nerd, dude, and you got room temperature IQ. You're probably a low T beta male if you don't think they're capable of something like that. We're talking about Activision, and now we're talking about Microsoft. We've seen what they're all about. They're going to start charging extra to these bundle buying COD super fanboy weirdo nerds. They're going to start charging them extra now for the actual emotes in the bundles. So they go and they buy that bundle for $30, $40, $50 a pop, and they get their little farting unicorn, their pink and rainbow colored unicorn, but now they got to actually pay every time that the unicorn farts. So they already pay like $50 for the bundle. Now they got to pay like $5 every time the unicorn farts in somebody's face, ass blasting them across the map. Like, could you imagine having to pay like an extra $5 on top of a $30, $40, $50 bundle just to have your digital unicorn, your pink unicorn, fart in somebody's face? And these nerds would buy it, man. Like this, that's, people always tell me, man, like how we save COD is we stop playing COD. Dude, do you know how many basement dwelling virgins out here that would buy a bundle like that? We've seen them in the game already. And they would buy that bundle, especially knowing that they had to pay every time to get the unicorn to fart. Do you know how many beta male low T nerds we got in this community that would jump on that shit? Because they think in their twisted mind, they really think that Activision needs this money to keep the game going. They think they really need to. They already paid full price for the game. They buy all the battle passes. They buy the black cells every season. They get their little XP bonus from having all of them and all that corny ass shit. They really think they need to buy all these things. They buy all the bundles. The more cringe, the better. They buy them as soon as they drop them. Because they really think Activision needs the money to keep the game going. Activision needs the money, and the game is still broken as hell, riddled with bugs, riddled with cheaters, problems everywhere, glitches everywhere. Like, there's no end to it, man. But that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. I'll talk to you next time.